As I film this, it's June 16th, 2020. The significance of this is that a year ago, I uploaded a video on Sunday, June 16th, and I've uploaded a video every Sunday since then, 53 videos. This year of weekly videos is something that I am quite proud of that I was able to do, and I've learned a number of lessons about like what it means to make videos and also just a little bit of time management. So this video, as the title suggests, is kind of a reflection on why, how, and what I've learned from this year of weekly videos. So the why is a bit complex and not completely a single reason. It wasn't that I wanted to like become big YouTube. I have no desire to become like a professional YouTube person. I just see the people who are and just how much stress that is. I've got a good job now that I've graduated college, and I want to work in that professional field and not do this as my job. But what I did this for is kind of three reasons. One of them is that last summer I was going into a place where I really didn't think I had much opportunity to film something. I kind of wish I'd brought my camera along once I was there, but it was a bit of an unsure situation. And so I went into it with 5 videos that I had pre-filmed, and I knew I would have time to edit these. And so kind of partly as a way to just be disciplined about editing them, I decided to just start releasing them on a weekly basis, Sunday at 8 a.m. And so I would edit them the weekend before, then upload them. And so that was like a discipline of me wanting to get those out there. And part of the reason I wanted to be disciplined about it is that I was looking back at the previous year. I had the first year this is kind of my 3rd year posting videos to YouTube. And the first year I feel pretty proud of. I did a number of videos and some kind of decent videos, but looking back at the second year, I only posted a few videos, and particularly in that year I'd filmed 2 videos, or at least part of 2 videos that still needed a little bit of work done to them, and I didn't complete that work throughout the year. One was in the fall and another in the spring, and that really held on me, that those videos, which like, even if I didn't have anything like to film at college, I could have done those because I had footage and I just needed to do voiceovers. And one of them I did end up doing is this first video of the year of weekly videos. But I didn't have the like complete videos, like I didn't do those. So after finishing those 5 videos that I was editing, I realized that I could complete the next 3 weeks until I got home of 2 videos of just old footage I had that I hadn't released, or I guess one was photos, one was some footage, and another one that I was able to film there with my little point and shoot. And so kind of at that time, somewhere through this summer, I decided that I wanted to try to make a weekly video for an entire year, a video every week, even through college and everything. And this is actually, I think it was around this time, I'm not sure exactly when I heard it, but that college is often a good time to start these discipline things because you have more time than you think. And I would agree with that after, well, right now working pretty long days, and even in the past when I have worked like a full 40-hour week, it's amazing how much time that takes. Even though you do get like the full weekend that you don't have to do anything, it takes a lot of energy out of you. While at college you can kind of rearrange your schedule and do what you want when you want for the most part. Even though if a week or 2 you have to be super disciplined and put in way more work, but then you have other weeks where it isn't as busy. So with those 3 videos, I was able to make it back home when I got my good camera back, and then complete the year of videos. And I've learned quite a bit from doing these videos. So beforehand, I can't fully remember back then. I didn't like take notes because I honestly didn't anticipate to be making this video when I started, because I didn't think of the year of weekly videos as I was starting. But I think all the videos I thought took quite a while to edit, but what I've realized is that depending on the video topic, but more the filming style, some of my videos I can do the shooting and editing, like the cooking videos, most of those I can do the filming and editing of those in like 2 hours maybe, whereas some of these other videos like the off the grid house ones or the tree planting ones I just completed, those ones take a lot longer to do, mainly because I'm trying to research information and then I have to put them together, and those are like the more polished of my videos. And even with those polished videos, there's also definitely some videos I'm less than proud of. I'm not going to name them, but there are some videos that I had something and I needed to put something out that week and I just threw it together. Or just videos that, looking back, weren't that good. Like, I had a good idea for it, filmed it, but it just didn't turn out well. And that's just, I guess, part of trying to get a video out every week, and also part of me just wanting to put stuff out there. Even though I think it is good to even put out less than great ideas, I can definitely see some people who I watch on YouTube who, now that they've become kind of successful on YouTube, really feel like they have to put out a polished idea every time and aren't willing to just throw out something little and random, when that's what they kind of, I think, built their channel on. So doing this year of videos wasn't easy, but it also wasn't hard. It definitely took some motivation and like dedication to actually put a video out every week, rather than saying, oh, I'd rather just do something else for a couple hours instead of edit this video. But it has taught me quite a bit about just being able to put something out quickly. So as are coming on screen, you can see kind of the stats of like the YouTube stats from like start of year to end of year, and I'm honestly not that concerned about the statistics. This was very much a personal goal of mine rather than a goal to become like popular or anything on YouTube, whatever that means. And so just me completing it is me feeling successful irregardless of any statistics that I see on YouTube. But it is for me very fulfilling to see that where the start of this year, I don't keep track of my time that I spend on making YouTube videos, but at the start of the year, the watch time might have been similar to the amount of time that I spent making all my videos in total, but after the end of the year, it's significantly more than the amount of time I've spent on making these videos. So that is pretty like fulfilling to me. The one interesting thing is it seems like the videos that I made prior to this year have gotten more views than the ones I made during the year. And part of that, I think, is definitely that they've been online longer, so I've just had more people to find them. And I guess is that most of my traffic is just people randomly clicking on videos, so they aren't like following me. And so I think that the reason that the older ones have more is just that they've been online longer, and it also seems that if a video has at all gotten any views, like I've a bunch of videos that have like single digit views, and then mostly or single or maybe teens views, but then the higher ones seem to just probably get recommended more. And so I think it's that those videos had stuff, and so I think that's the reason that those older videos have more views. So looking into the future, while I'm glad I did this year of weekly videos and it proves to me that I can put out a video every week, I'm not going to continue this. My goal is to produce one once a month, though that's not in any way a guarantee. I'm not going to hold myself to the same standards that I did this last year. If I don't have one out a month, I'm not just going to put out something random. I'm going to try to make a good video. And part of this is that my goal also in this coming time is to increase on quality. I really would like to get a better audio and work on editing audio somewhat. I want to get a lav mic. I just haven't gotten around to getting it. And just work on seeing what I can do behind the scenes editing audio, whereas I've done none of that. And I've partly gotten a new computer that will ideally allow me to run those sort of programs rather than just the editor. But it's questionable. Like, I might just decide that that's too much work and I'm just going to put out videos as they are, because that can be a good goal sometimes. So in conclusion, I'm happy with the results of this, that I was able to complete this, and I'm really glad I did it because it forced me, well, in my own head, to like be disciplined about putting them out and not waiting, which was kind of just like not putting off editing, which was one of the major goals of going into this, was proving to myself that yeah, I could spend a couple hours editing and get one out rather than having to feel like, oh, I need to have this set aside, or I could do a half hour at the end of the day sometime when I'm done with my schoolwork. And so it was a success, this whole year of weekly videos.